Hello, you're watching NME.com Facebook Live with Everything.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing, guys?
Yeah, good.
So it's been a few years now since Get to Heaven. How's life been since then?
Well, I feel like Get to Heaven was quite a big leap for us in terms of the writing. So, and I think it's sort of reached much further than our records. So we've been busy. I mean, we've toured lots of new places, and I mean, we're back.
Yeah, it's been really good. Really, really good few years touring that music. We really wanted a good live album, something that was going to work well live, and it did. So that's what we've been doing.
Are you like always striving to sort of become an arena band, or is it just about making the experience more fun?
I think it's just about sort of becoming better at what we do, and like honing the craft. And I think if it ends up going like really big, that's great. But it's not really wasn't really our goal to be like a really big band.
How are your Bon Jovi moves?
I've been told that they're actually Keen moves by Alex. He says, "Why are you acting like Keen, not Queen? Keen."
Keen. Is it Keen like a more middle class? I don't know.
Yeah.
One
Foot on the monitor with a bit of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't help it. We did a short tour with Keen, and when we came off it, it came naturally to me. Now I can't stop it.
That.
Yeah, and this sort of.
Well, pirouette.
Yeah.
Is that pirouette? Answer us on Facebook Live, please. So we're a few weeks away from Fever Dream. Where would you say it takes your sound from the last record?
It is a bit more coherent, I think. The subject matter suits the music a lot more. There's quite a lot of stuff on Get to Heaven where it was kind of deliberately sort of happy music with dark lyrics. That happened quite a lot on there, which we did enjoy, but at this time it's a bit more coherent. It's just a bit more focused. It doesn't go off on as many tangents. It's much more like the cliche, basically, of just it's a full piece of work, you know, and the songs really belong together. They kind of need each other rather than just a load of songs thrown together. Not that we've ever done that, but it feels like our most focused work.
Yeah, I think we're always trying to become the band that sort of makes an album that's like has like a goal, and we're trying to sort of reach that goal. For this record, we're listening to a lot of like early Warp Records-y type stuff, and trying to get back to sort of guitar riffs and solos and things like that. And the plan was just to try, we wanted to make an album that was about that, and anything that didn't quite fit into that mold, we kind of threw it out. And we've never been able to do that before. We've always sort of just jammed them all together no matter what. Which may be better or worse, but we just felt like we had to do it this time.
And lyrically, what would you say you're sort of dealing with on this next record?
It's a bit more personal than Get to Heaven. It's a bit more sort of on a human-to-human level rather than big world events. I feel like everyone's talking about big world events now, and I can't really be bothered to be another one of them voices, you know. I'd rather talk about the sort of more just internal stuff and person to person rather than these huge things that, no one can really claim to be a voice on, really. Everyone's got their opinion. Everything is so kind of turned up to 11 now. I decided to kind of step back and look more at the kind of me to you kind of size stuff. Yeah.
Thanks. And now we're going to take some questions from your fans. Do you trust your fans?
Not at all.
What kind of questions are you hoping for? I mean, what
well,
do you
Rabi
know
will have something good, as we discussed. They'll probably ask me about Suffragette, the lyric in that, again. I have no idea why they keep asking that.
Yeah, just hopefully they won't be like, we've done these things before, and the questions come in, they've got sort of like, they're like 7 or 8 parters.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem, when it's like, well,
Is that your childhood?
Yeah.
Okay, we will start. We start with an easy one.
Yeah.
An easy one. It's not an easy
None
one.
of them.
Jamie, hi Jamie, says, name a song that you'll still be playing when you're 80.
Well, it's going to be something we can play when we're 80.
Yeah, how do you imagine you're going to age? You're going to age well, or?
Oh, terribly, like Jabba the Hutt. And I will be able, I could sing any of them if it was like 2 octaves down by the time I'm 80. So it's got to be something that's quite easy on the old fingers as well.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I think you worry about your
Well,
voice.
he's gonna get robotic arms, isn't he? Obviously.
Yeah, what year will it be when you guys are 80?
2080. It'll probably be something like Tin. It's a song that doesn't get old for me. So why would it get old when I'm 80?
And this will be the third reunion tour, the third greatest hits tour.
If we're still playing in wherever it is, 2066.
We will have just released our
Pretty happy.
greatest hits album, No Hit Sherlock, which we've discussed quite a few times.
Have you claimed that?
No, I haven't. Shit. I mean, am I allowed to swear?
I mean, yeah, you can swear. You can say we'll pick you up.
I should have copyrighted that.
But it's it's committed to Facebook Live forever now. So I guess you've kind of
Give me the
claimed
video. I'll post it to myself.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
that. No hit Sherlock, 2066. Samara. Ooh, this is an interesting one. What's your favourite band from another country?
Mine would be the Away Days from Turkey.
From Turkey?
Yeah. We met those guys. We've been following their progress. They released a record this year. It's awesome. And there's no bands from Turkey, so they're literally the best band in Turkey.
My favourite band is pretty boring. Blonde Redhead, probably.
Are they French?
No, they're from New York, but the two of them are Italian. One of them's
I always got French vibes from them.
Italian, Japanese.
two Italian twins, I think. Yeah.
They're very good. Aliana, I don't know. Do you get writer's block?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes, but we try to write like a lot, so sometimes we may be in writer's block, but we won't know it. We'll just be writing crap.
Yeah, you just
Crap
write through it, and then you kind of,
You
at the
come
end of the
through
day,
it.
just like, well, that was total crap. But it's not like you sat down and couldn't do it, because you can always do something, you know.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll come back to the thing you thought was crap in a few weeks or months and go, actually, that bit is all right.
So there's no secret, just keep doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't think about it. That's probably the secret.
Alex,
Mm-hmm.
what is your favourite area at Glastonbury?
My favourite area at Glastonbury. Probably, I like seeing a band I really like and I like being as close as possible. So yeah, the first barrier of the main stage, watching someone like Radiohead.
Good answer. And to you, sir?
Behind the pyramid stage, watching the limos pull up for Kings of Leon a few years ago. That was quite interesting. Probably wasn't
Limo
even
back.
Glastonbury, but they all had a limo each, and we were just thinking, God, I wonder if we'll ever get like that in terms of success and in terms of hating each other so much.
Yeah, they don't get on. Emma, this is an interesting one. Everything will be 10 next month. What's been your greatest achievement in that time?
Probably being around for 10 years.
Yeah, I think it would be reaching 10 years. Without a doubt. We've seen so many bands die along the way. Along the way.
What's your secret?
Never be so good.
Yeah,
Never
never
when
be.
you follow up with something
Yeah.
that isn't quite as good, that you're out.
Get steadily better as you go.
Do you ever write something that's too good? You're like, no, read it.
No, hold that back.
Yeah.
Album 8 is just all hits.
Yeah,
All hits, show.
yeah.
But you know, because obviously a lot of bands have come and gone. I mean, is that a head fuck as time goes by?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird when you kind of even forget some of the ones you used to be contemporaries with or whatever, and bands that got way bigger than us and then disappeared completely, and you kind of think, well, what's better? You know, would I rather have done that and disappeared or doing what I'm doing? It's quite weird, yeah.
Could have had a pool by now.
Yeah, but no one would be listening to my shitty tunes. would they?
A full pool but an empty heart. Wolf. That's a good question. That's a
Yes.
good name as well. Wolf. Question mark. If you could go back and change any of your albums, which would it be, and what would you change?
I'd probably change quite a lot of arc. Yeah, I think we were learning, trying to be more kind of straightforward, I guess. But it was something about that record. When I listen to it now, it's not enjoyable for me.
I'd probably change arc. I'd probably put more upbeat songs on it. Take off some of the slower ones. Change the cover. Change the name.
No, it's more of a kind of, it was very much like, it felt like a stepping stone towards Get to Heaven in like quite a big way. Like I think what we learnt on that record, we applied with some of the stuff we were already doing in the first record, and it definitely all helped. Yeah, just something about it, even the mix of it especially, I just can't, just not.
It's, right now we're far enough away from it to not be nostalgic, and still too close to it to actually, like it at all.
Yeah.
Whereas kind of coming around to Man Alive now, I kind of think it's good because it's so long ago, and I still like it.
I think everybody would feel like that though. Any band,
Yeah.
or anyone who makes music usually doesn't like listening to what they've done.
No.
We were listening. We were talking about putting old songs into our set, and that's why I went back through, and it was just I just did not have a good time listening back to what I'd done, what I played, just thinking, why did I do that? But yeah, so I mean that's just part of learning, isn't it? I think you sort of do things that are right at the time, and then you just keep moving.
So do you resent playing songs from that record live?
No.
Well, we don't really do it, do we?
We don't do all the song. Some songs we don't really play. We play the ones that we know are still really fun to play. And yeah, a lot of the fact is that they just wouldn't work tempo-wise. Like we like to do quite energetic sets.
Yeah, you could only really afford to do like maybe 2 slowish, quieter songs, even in a big set, maybe 3. And we've got a lot of songs vying for those positions now, and there's not really any reason to do the ones from Arc because we've done them a million times.
And Ants says, this is a big one. What's your biggest fear?
God.
Playing Arc.
Yeah, having to play Come On Diana and Armaland continuously for the rest of our career.
Which could happen. If they ended up on like Love Island or something.
Yeah.
That was the song you were known for.
You're the guy who's known for Armaland, right?
Yeah, we used to worry quite a lot about what would happen when albums came out, and worrying if it would be sort of accepted. As we've got older, we sort of get less and less now.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of making more of the music that we just want to make. We don't worry or try to second guess anything. So yeah, we're trying to be better at not worrying about everything.
But not like, where do spiders and clowns rank in your fears?
They're all right. I mean,
I hate wasps.
I mean, they're just nature's.
Jeremy is not here, but he hates just birds.
All birds.
Yeah, he's got a big fear of birds.
What about them?
He thinks they're creepy. He always says, fucking dinosaurs. He does. There's a Canadian goose which hangs around outside where we rehearse.
The jagged beaks.
Maybe in his nightmares, I don't know. Yeah. And it squawks and he shits himself.
So I was going to ask about irrational fears, but that's pretty irrational. I've got a friend who's afraid of polystyrene.
Yeah, well, it's a horrible texture, isn't it?
Yeah, sound as well.
Mm-hmm.
But birds is the greatest fear and everything. So
yeah. Well, I don't have any greatest fears. No.
Yeah.
Fear itself.
And I guess birds don't come anywhere near festivals and stuff. So Kings of Leon, shat in his mouth.
Well,
Another good
yeah,
reason.
exactly.
When
That might be
did
Jeremy's fear.
Pigeon shat in
Shat
the
on
bassist's
the
mouth.
bass player's sort of like that.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while he was on stage.
He wasn't happy.
No, he went off stage.
Joffe says, how did you get noticed as a band?
I mean, it depends where you want to start. The tail, but I mean, the very beginning was just that I made a CD of my demos and gave them to my friend, and he gave them to someone who gave them to someone who gave them to someone, and somehow got into the hands of the label, and then it came to our gig. But I mean, that was very fluky, and they didn't sign us or anything.
We did a lot. There was a lot of shows, wasn't there? So
we played an awful lot of shows, and we played the shit shows, and we played the shows where you're on like an 8-band bill in a shit venue, which unfortunately they're getting fewer and fewer of. Not shit bands. thankfully. But venues they're all falling away now. But we played the whole we played the circuit in Manchester, everywhere you could play. Those shit nights when no one was there, just getting better and better. And then we spread out to Liverpool and Sheffield and Newcastle and anyone that would take us. If we could get there, we'd do it. Like you'd be losing money or whatever, and you'd be sleeping on friends' floors. But we did it all for a good few years until we were quite good at doing that. And then we made some videos with no money, and then we put them online, and somehow they made their way onto a competition, and we sort of just kept voting because you could, and we won the competition, and the winner and the prize was it gets played on MTV2 or MTV or whatever, and then Zane Lowe happened to turn it on in his hotel room at the right time.
Oh my God!
And went bloody hell, and the rest is totally forgotten history that no one will ever care about.
So advice to young bands is play
loads of gigs, make stuff for
Be
free,
very proactive.
make videos, and record yourself. It's all you can do it all for nothing now.
Do it for love, not money,
Exactly.
because you will not get paid.
No.
Sam, to you both, says, who's your favourite songwriter?
I still probably go with the Beatles, John Lennon.
Should I do Macca for that, just to keep it boring?
Definitely not.
Okay, I'll say Freddie then.
Say Freddie, yeah, good choice. And maybe a bit of Neil Young. Enjoying what Neil
Well,
at
if
the
you
moment.
just want to keep adding names to it.
Yeah.
So Nick Cave, Dylan.
Yeah.
Nick Cave. Just basically all the good ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great, aren't they, the good ones?
Yeah.
It's hard to be good.
Yeah.
Tamara, Alex, what's your favourite guitar solo on the album?
Ooh, great question. I know which one mine is.
I don't know. Maybe John should answer this one.
Run the Numbers. There's an amazing little section where it just isn't a guitar solo. It just isn't. There's just no way you could sit down and go, I'm going to learn how to play that. It's just this sort of kind of thing that's panned to both speakers. Just kind of like I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like Mario jumping sound. Like if he's jumping through like a corridor, he's kind of go,
Yeah, hitting the bricks.
yeah, like just a glitch out.
Yeah.
I think no more of those next album.
Well, I did half and half.
Yeah.
Just
That
plan
and
the
Ivory
music
Tower
video.
is written
Yeah.
more proper.
Oh, Ivory Tower's got a huge, like, grandiose solo in it. So yeah, that's actually the good one.
Gabrielle, this is a good one. If the new album was a celebrity, who would it be?
Corey Feldman.
Why is that?
Just completely insane. The hidden depths.
You see the one that
No
had
musicality.
he had an album or something on it.
Sure did.
Yeah,
it's,
did that.
it's the room of the
albums.
music world. Yeah, it's worth checking out. Actually, I think it's called Angels and Demons or something. But no, that's a terrible answer. Really, it would probably be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
Yeah. Apart from when he killed everyone when he became governor, that was a bit sad, wasn't it? But aside from that, he made some good films. He's very funny.
Favourite Schwarzenegger quote?
Something
To the
running
chopper.
around.
Or
Yeah.
one of the
Probably,
Batman and Robin ones.
You won't get me to the cooler. Nah, it's terrible as well.
Okay.
There's too many. They're too well known.
Ooh. Here we are. Ross, what's your favourite pub in the whole world?
Namaste.
We always go for a drink at Mary and Archie's on Burton Road before we go to Namaste for our curry. So that's probably the best pub. Anticipating the best curry.
Yeah, Namaste, Burton Road.
Is that what you look for in a pub? Just good curry?
Good curry nearby.
Just- yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Within arm's reach.
Arm's reach.
Yeah.
And Irina, if you could play any venue in the world, where would it be?
Top of Everest.
Buckingham Palace.
Or like Brian May
Yeah. Yeah.
shredding in the wind,
Yeah. We're working it in 2023.
which will be their 5th album by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Excellent. On that note, guys, I think that's everything. Thank you for
Thank
watching
you.
and for all your
Thanks for having
questions.
us.
Fever Dream is out on the
August
18th of February.
Of
the week before-
August.
August. It's live. You can tell it's live. Of August. I don't know why I had February stuck in my head.
Yeah, we were
but
doing some promo for it, and then it's going to come out in 6 months.
yeah, it's going to be a long fucking wait. It's coming out on the
That's
18th
good.
of August, and that's the week before you play Reading as well.
That's right.
Yes.
So you play the NME Radio 1 stage
Correct.
Yes.
on separate days because it's in 2 different places. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.